Okay. What were we doing? Oh yeah, I was about to pick... No, I wasn't. I said I was going to leave this alone.
Because it was too high?
Yeah, it's master level. Might as well finger it out, though. Lucky!
See what happens when you believe in yourself?
I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. No one's so lucky but me. That's right, I said me. I love that kid. I love that man. He's freaking awesome. Oh, he's my favorite. He is my favorite non-captain class Soul Reaper. Technically, he's captain class, like, because he has a Bankai, but nobody really knew about it other than, like, a couple people who have fought him. Like, that one guy who was, remember in Bleach, Komamura? The fox-headed dude?
Yep.
His lieutenant, yeah. His lieutenant fights with Ikaku all the freaking time, so he's like, I know you have your Bankai, and he's like, how could you know? He's like, I fight you all the time, you idiot. You couldn't tell. He's like, how stupid of a rival would I be if I couldn't tell that my rival got stronger, just randomly out of nowhere? You know what I mean? It's like, like, come on, dude. So there's a few people who knew he had it. Like, I think Kenpachi knew he had it because, I mean, you're literally giving off an aura of strength when you have a Bankai, even if you're not using it. Like you level up, and it's like, wow, you leveled up, like, a lot. I wonder why that is. Maybe it's because, I don't know, you got stronger in some way?
That's how you pull wisdom teeth.
Right? No, but yeah, I love that was his lucky dance when he met, in the anime when he met, Ichigo. Because everybody was looking for the intruders, and he's the one who wanted to fight him. Yep. So he's like, yay, I found you first, which means I get to kill you. And I love Ikaku. He's my favorite non-captain class Soul Reaper. Also, I love how he just spanks on people with that hidden Bankai. Makes him sound badass when he's just like, he puts his finger to his lips and's like, shh, don't tell anybody, and then just goes Bankai. You're just like, oh, that's fucking badass. And then he spanks on the guy, but then he didn't use it when he should have used it, like a dumbass. In the Aizen War, remember? That one guy just messed him up. Luckily, his friend, the dude who knows he has a Bankai, even though he never told him, was there with like two or three of the extra things to stop the
pep talk.
Yeah, and he's just like, you.
I think what's his name showed up there too.
No.
Komamura, and he was like there,
well,
but he was acting like he wasn't there.
Yeah, that was Komamura's subordinate, so Komamura followed him. Just
he was like, sure. I heard nothing.
Word. That wolf's like, I'm gonna prove myself. It's like, no. I want to get to the word of power that's up here. Hey, wolf. Ha! Good dog. Sit. Good dog. Matter of fact. Yeah. 'Cause I can, bitch. 'Cause I can. Alright. Should be a Durgan around here somewhere.
He's tanking it.
He's like me when that girl tried to choke me. He's like, he's just like, whatever, but then he's like, oh wait, I should start attacking because I feel it. Oh snap, there's already a dragon. There's already a Durgan. Where is it? Where is it? Where are you? Because I know because she shot an arrow at it, I thought. Is it? Oh, maybe not. Yeah, so I always end up killing this dragon like right around here, next to the shack. So that when I fast travel to this person's house, it's always the funniest things. The bones just come down and they fall, and they just land like right around here. There's that dragon right there. Hey, come fight me. Come fight me. Let me switch out my pearl. Created potions. Okay, yeah, that I'm probably gonna destroy that. Or disenchant it, rather. Both of these. And then if I need to, no, that's not gonna do anything. Yeah, it's interesting because, one of the things that they don't really... I never really understood in this game was, I guess, like, different order of beings, like, different people and shit have, like, she said God. Different orders of people and stuff. Yeah, it's really, really low. You gotta be, like, way more than halfway in. Like, maybe... If you were at, like, 75% of what I have left, then it would probably try to do that, and then they would eat you, and then I would just die. What was I saying before that, though?
Different order of people.
Yeah, different levels of, I guess, being or whatever. Sometimes they're literally different levels. Like, so, certain monsters and people and stuff like that, and animals, will fill up a soul gem. She said, I'll kill you if I have to. It's like, no, you should just kill it. Just don't, you have to. Because he's hurting me! Nah, but, when you're trying to, you really get it when you're trying to fill a soul gem, and you, like, kill something that's like a snake or something like that, or something small, something stupid like that, yet at the same time, don't want that to happen. So easy. It won't fill the soul gem, and it's just like, oh yeah, the soul has to be like, you know, has to be big enough to fill it. And then sometimes you'll have a soul gem that's not big enough for the soul. So like a grand soul gem, if I killed the dragon in a way that would give me its soul, like, you know how like you can cast what is it, soul capture on someone, or you can put it in a weapon, like enchant a weapon to do it. And basically, when you kill it within a certain amount of time of striking it with the first strike, it captures the soul gem. But the dangerous thing is if you're killing a dragon, it'll steal the soul that you normally use for a shout, and it would put it in the soul gem. So you don't want to do that. But, like, I tried to do that one time accidentally, and I know, how do you try to do something accidentally? It was because I didn't know any better. So I had like a, not a grand soul gem, I had like a great soul gem or something like that, and I tried to do it, and it was mad funny because it's like, oh yeah, not only did you not get the dragon soul, you also, it's too big for the soul gem you have, so waste the dragon soul. It's like, oh well, that's so just be careful with that stuff. And apparently everything has like orders of beings. I don't know, like some, I guess, or like, can people be different? I don't know. I really don't know. I know people are like, dude, you've played this game before, what the hell? It's just like, yeah, but you know, stuff happens sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't always know. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. We're like, why were you just walking into that thing? And I'd have to say to that person, hey, shut up. Let me do my thing. It's the Aurora Borealis. Yeah, one of the cool things about this game is the nightscapes like this. It's just it's beautiful. It's beautiful! Luckily, this isn't one of the places that has like a dragon priest at it. Dragon priests are... Hey! The dragon probably killed it. Dragon priests are these like kind of broken motherfuckers that are just like hanging out sometimes around word walls. And they... You know how like there are those guys at the end of some of the dungeons and stuff, and they're like, they can do shouts and stuff, some of the draugrs. Remember, I fought like a war something Draugr. The dragon people, they can do the same thing. The dragon priests, and they can also like float and shit like that. It's crazy. And they have these masks that if you like beat the crap out of them and take the mask has some like cool stuff. So I have this. I remember. I usually end up getting this one mask that's I think it's like Volskygge or something like that, and it gives you like water breathing, some other stuff, better prices and stuff. I've only ever fought like 2 or 3 dragon priests. I don't fight them too often. They're pretty broken, especially when the game like scales them to your level. So like they're always consistently broken.
You're just lucky that dragon priests don't come in riding on dragons.
That would be a problem. Especially like a blood dragon. Blood dragons are dope. You can tell by the shape of the tail. It kind of looks like a heart. How did I pass you, bro? Come here. Come here. Now, where you running? Why are you running? Come here.
Rolling. Rolling.
Rolling on the river. Do, 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 do. That was a little thing for the older people listening or watching this, because kids don't know who Tina Turner is unless TV tells them. Yeah, that's such a weird thing too. I was thinking about that the other day. How like we know our generation knows about like the 70s and 80s, and like our generation knows about the 70s and 80s because by the time we were kids, people who were like teenagers and little kids in the 70s and 80s became like started having ideas and putting them into Hollywood and stuff. Yeah. So that's the reason why we, like kids my age, when we were little kids, we might not have known about like young Michael Jackson, but we kind of knew his music already and kind of knew all these other things already because they put him in stuff. Like in cartoons and different TV shows you watch and all that kind of crap. So, what the hell is that? Oh. I keep seeing weird stuff in these rocks, man. I thought I saw Mufasa's face. Let's see, where was I going again? What was I even doing?
You get too many of those brownies.
Hey, man. If you're ever at a party and you see brownies on a plate, don't just take them. Because they could be anybody's brownies. You never know how fucked up you're going to get eating brownies. Because you never know how much people put in them. Sometimes people, when they make the, sometimes people make the butter. Or sometimes people make, what's it called? Sometimes people just put it directly in there, like that brown stuff. But you guys know what I'm talking about. And depending on how much they put in there, like you could eat one brownie or one corner of a brownie and like be tripping balls. So you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful, guys. Let's see, what's that? Oh, I know where this is. Yeah, this is. So the alley here. What's up, bro? Okay, that is close enough. I'm not coming near you. Get away from me.
What's inside?
That a dragon?
That is a dragon. I believe that is a blood dragon, if I'm not mistaken. And that's a mammoth over there.
Which means there may be a giant, yep.
Yeah, he's right next to him. I love how he's so big that mammoth just looks like an SUV next to him. You guarding this Nern root? It's mine! Ha! Bitch.
Like he tried to catch it with his mouth and failed.
We've all been there. Wait, what? It's like, that movie, what's that movie?
Use your words.
Life. That movie Life with Ryan Reynolds and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, the besties.
Oh, I haven't even seen the movie, but the press junkets from that movie are so goddamn funny. I need a buddy cop movie with the two of them, cause like they're really good friends and they can make hilarious jokes to each other. Oh, it's a ski bike.
So like lesbian cops with them too.
Oh, it'd be way better. Cause don't get me wrong, I love the guy from New Girl and I love Damon Wayans Jr. But like the two of these guys, like he said something like what? I think somebody said something like let's do a little. He said something like that could be vaguely taken as inappropriate, and then Ryan Reynolds said that's how I met my wife, and Jake Gyllenhaal's like, hey, that's how I met your wife too. He's like, yeah, wait, what? This shit was hilarious. Oh man. And it's funny because
do you ever see when they interview each other? They'll be like,
that's funny. Or that one time he was interviewing Hugh Jackman, and Jake Gyllenhaal was like the boom operator.
Yep.
Like they just pay it over to him and just like, why is he here? It's like, never mind, don't worry about that. Nah, yeah. But yeah, in those interviews, they were like determined to answer at least one question because they kept derailing every single conversation they were in. Like, every single one. And it was funny because I remember seeing one where it was, somebody made like a compilation. There's a couple of them. And one of them was, one of the interviewers, I guess it's just like they sit in a room. I know, Dragon. Is there one back there too? Or is this the one from... They're everywhere, man.
On you,
I know, right?
That would be bad.
Let me save. Just, but yeah, they basically record those like in the same place, and then people come and go. So like the interviewers come into the room and they're already sitting there. And one of the guys who came in was from Canada, and he's just like, he comes in, sits down, and they're like, say the name of your media outlet or whatever that you're here for, and he's like, he just looks straight at Ryan Reynolds and goes, Canada tonight, and he's just like, Jake Gyllenhaal was like, did you see the way he just looked at you? Like, he's like, yeah, you. Almost like what clan are you from? That was dope. The look on Ryan Reynolds' face, he was just like, oh my god. They've come for me. Yeah, we need to get on that level where we can become actors and stuff, so when we get into interviews, people have to put up with us. Just a constant. That was funny. Somebody gave him...
We gotta be in the next...
Somebody gave him like a Deadpool action figure. He gave him both Deadpool action figures. And then like Ryan Reynolds Jake Gyllenhaal just took his and was like, oh wow, thanks, and just throws it behind him. And then he turned around, he's like, nah, yeah, thanks, I like it.
Yeah, we gotta get some action movies for that training.
Throws it behind him.
You know, that Bucky training, the knife and everything.
I know, right?
That was awesome. It was like, yeah, he actually can do the knife.
Alduin!
That's awesome.
What's he doing? Alduin, what are you doing?
But you know, there's sometimes in video games there's that boss fight you're not supposed to win.
That was Helgen. That was Helgen. Because there was nothing you could do. You had no powers.
It's always funny when that happens in games, and like you don't realize you're supposed to lose and keep restarting the game.
Nah, I just see one thing about being not strong that's good is it teaches you how to lose. So I just accept the failure, and then it's just like, oh snap, I was supposed to. Ow! What the
sucker punch! Sucker punch!
I was politely sitting here waiting for you to finish your conversation, and here you go sucker punching me. What a jerk. Let's see. Restoration. Come at me, bro. Our shouts met in the middle. I want to know where Lydia is.
Maybe she's trying to find Alduin.
I should hope not.
Mana's getting low. Stamina's gone.
It is dumb.
Times like this, you need a slinger. Just mount it.
Slinger's supposed to be the, I have a boner. She's like, it's just a scratch. It's like, it's not a scratch. What are you talking about?
Like, you're missing an arm.
It's just a scratch. Yeah, on some Shank shit. It's just a scratch. Let's, come on, land.
So how many more episodes do you think is going to be until Luffy and Shanks go at it? Or how many more chapters?
I don't know if I'm starting to think that Luffy and Shanks will never meet again until, like, it'll just keep happening where Luffy will keep ending up in situations and Shanks will end up in situations where they just continually never meet. Because remember how close they were to meeting again in the war, and then it's like, oh, Luffy was passed out and then Shanks gets there. It's like, yeah.
You think he'll show up when Atticus Kid and them go after Shanks? Think Luffy will show up? Well, Luffy has to find out first.
He has to find out first, and also I really don't think that the three of them can do it.
I'm not saying that they can do anything. I'm just saying, like, more of a, oh no, they're going after Shanks. Gotta go save him. And then Solo's like, yes, Shanks doesn't need your help, Luffy. And then Luffy's like, yeah, you're
Luffy
right.
doesn't know that, though. Nor does he really care. Oh, I thought my level went up. I was about to say, yay, I don't have to heal. No, it's not gonna heal. Oh, all I got is apples and
Gotta cook that medicine.
Mammoth cheese bowls. I know, right? Just fighting a dragon, all of a sudden you just stop like, wait, I gotta cook my food, bro.
Charmander cannot cook food, it's hilarious.
I don't understand how do you have a problem with that?
Then again, the ancient one can't cook food either.
Your mom can't cook?
Not in Monster Hunter.
I was about to say, don't let her know you said that. Just come through the door like, I heard what you said.
She probably come through that door.
What, the closet?
Word.
Magic. Didn't I take, like, novice restoration thing or something? Oh! It's his Nergi attack.
Yeah. He's totally a Nergi attack.
Trying to do the thing that always kills me when I fight a Nergigante.
So you know what it is? On the dragons, they talk to each other, then he found out about it. He's like, let me try it on. See if it works. Like, Nergi, you lied to me. It didn't work.
Word. Punk! Take that! I hit him in the butt until he died. That's how I win all my fights.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just punch him in the buns.
Bun buster.
Punch your buns. I can punch your buns. If you're an evil dragon, I will punch you for fun. I love Adventure Time so much. It's so good.
Remember I was telling you there was this person who was doing the Totoro plushie? The real big one?
Baby, that can't dance like a man. Yeah.
Someone did a Jake one.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was maybe like this, like that.
I'd like to get that.
Nice.
I'd like to get one of those for my niece when she gets big enough. Because she's still at that. I mean, she can get off my mom's bed. And my mom's bed is like kind of. My mom's bed, for some reason, like a little bit higher off the ground than like your average box spring and mattress. But my niece can get off of that. And she's still only like 1.5. So I didn't want to get her like a huge Snorlax thing and then have it be like, oh, it's so big that she can barely climb on it, and then when she goes to climb off it, she's gonna fall. You know what I mean? Because those things are so big, they come up to like not half my height. Because I'm really? Did you see that ninja technique where it just melded with the ground? It did headhunter jutsu on itself. Now, see, that's why I'm always cautious and wary of these stupid rocks. No, I'm kidding. It's not like that one thing. What was that thing in Monster Hunter that did that? It looks like when it's in the ground, it looks like rocks.
Oh, Gravis and Osiris.
Yeah.
Osiris.
That thing was annoying.
They have cool hunting horns. Their hunting horns look like guitars.
That's dope.
I hear that they don't have any guitar hunting horns in the world. I haven't been using hunting horns, so I haven't really been looking. But I hear a lot of the hunting horns are samey looking, kind of like the beginning tree for dual swords.
Oh, that sucks.
But
I hate how they did that. The beginning, all the beginning stuff.
I mean, everything doesn't start to like get unique until like the last 2 or 3 forms, which is understandable. But it's like, this is clearly made from a specific different thing, period.
But I get it though. I get it because like remember when you were complaining about the dual swords that were like, oh, they just slapped the fur on it, and I'm like, I guess that makes sense though if it's electrified fur, that it would electrify the blade. So it makes sense that that's like the only.
Oh no, it makes sense. I just don't like the visuals.
It just looks really stupid.
It's like what happened to my
It just looks
Zenogre
like
duels?
you literally super glued.
Yeah. Because like the Zenogre duels, when you look at those, you like, you know, you about to.
Word.
When you look at those, like, oh, you put some fur on it, that's cute. I mean, the end game stuff, like all of the last 2 stages of all the weapons for duels, they look decent. I think only 1 or 2 still look samey.
Oh, snap! This lady.
She a witch?
She's a hag raven.
So, one of Etrigan's daughters.
Gone the form of man. Rise the demon. Oh snap! Ooh, get on my face. She's trying to go for my pants.
She's trying to rub on your chest. Purple Nurple all day.
She's trying to rub on my chest. Ew. I need a man! This is what happens when you become an old cat lady in Skyrim. Starts to turn into a bird. Wasn't there a bird lady like that in,
One Piece?
Yeah.
The snow,
yeah!
That was Zolo just said, yeah, you're not worth my time.
Word.
And, what her name? Tashigi? Tashigi thought she could fight her. It's like, yeah, Tashigi, but you whack though. I mean, you nice, but you whack though.
You nice, but you whack though.
It's like, with respect to like the other people she's encountered, she's pretty nice. But with respect to like people that the One Piece pirates encounter, she whack.
Yeah. But I mean, Luffy and his friends, they fight some crazy people. So
when her and Smoker changed bodies, and he was like, Smoker, when did you become so weak? Tashigi or Girly, when did you become so strong? Then he started cracking up when he found out they switched bodies. No, when he found out Sanji and Nami switched bodies, he was rolling. And then him and Usopp was like, don't do that. That's
or yeah. I love that. That is the picture.
Has a Frankie eyes.
That's the picture that I use for my that's at the top of my what's his name? It's at the top of my Tumblr. Oh snap! Why is she... Delphine? No.
Looking sore.
Word. She like on the floor and everything.
She's trying to break dance and failing at it.
I mean, what do you expect? Where are the stairs? Why does it sound like there's a dragon?
Somebody just shot up into the air.
Word, that's what I'm saying. Like, is there a dragon?
Look up.
There's a dragon. It's a blood dragon!
Jinx, my man. There's cactus.
Ugh, you got me. Get some stamina potion. Stamina. Loved up. Health. Perks to increase.
One-handed or heavy armor?
One-handed, this thing, because it takes less stamina, which I needs. It's good to fight. I might have to run back home too, because
drop some stuff off.
Yeah, dragon man. There's too many dragons. Dragon man, dragon man. Do that dumb show.
That's the wrong dragon song. American Dragon. Yeah, gotta bust that one down.
I love that he lived in New York City. So there's all these places I've been to in New York City that, like, you know, my grandfather's taken me to, and it's just funny seeing. It was funny seeing like the magical version of those things. It was funny.
I mean, they've always been magical.
It's the American Dragon. I think that song was sang by. You remember Even Stevens, that show that Shia LaBeouf's like started in?
Mm-hmm.
The guy who was his best friend in that show, like I think it was him, a girl that they knew, and his friend. His friend was the one who sang that, I think.
Mm.
So that was interesting. And it's funny, a lot of times Disney Channel people, you don't ever see them again, especially back in the day. Nowadays, it seems almost like you know, people almost approach the whole fame thing a little bit better now. There's not as many people. I mean, there's still probably people like trying to take advantage of people and stuff like that, but I guess it's not as bad now. It seems like you have more child actors that are not going through like crazy stuff. You know, like, because you know how the whole that's the thing. They make jokes about how like, oh, child actors, they always end up crazy because it's a thing. Like, it's, you know, so. It seems like our generation is moving away from that.
Let's keep moving.
So, a little bit. Oh shit! Really? I fell through a hole.
Headhunter juice in there.
They're like, I'll break the floor right before I die, so he falls in this hole. Minor inconvenience for you, sir. Oh yeah, man. Our generation's breaking a lot of stuff though, because our generation's we're not smoking as much. Bunch of different stuff like that. It's always weird too, because we have an interesting generation. We're like the only generation in history where, like, as of the time that we're like in our 20s, half of our life was spent outside the information age, because I wouldn't say that the 90s were the information age. Like, not everybody didn't have... What the hell? Oh, that's his. Or Esbern's. I don't know where he is, but... Oh, there he is. Yeah, no, we spent half of our life in and half of our life out of the information age. So you could argue that, like, when we tell kids how it was, like, before, like, when I tell my nieces how it was before, computers and before this, that, and third, like, not before computers, but you get what I mean. Like, you know, they can trust that I know what I'm talking about. Alright, guys, we'll explore this thing. So, we'll explore this thing when we come back. Oh, wait, those idiots just ran off without me. Alright, peace.